Hi friends, welcome back to Leonyxtarot, or welcome if you're new here. Today we're going to be doing a pick a pile or pick a card reading, or even pick a crystal, on comforting messages from spirit, your spirit guides, higher self, ancestors, basically whoever wants to come through today to give you messages. And we're also going to be rounding out seeing what self-care would be the most helpful for you right now as well. So before we get into the actual pile selection, I just wanted to thank you for being here, because my channel's quite new, so I appreciate every single one of you who watches this and kind of joins me on my journey, and I hope that you will stick around and be a part of it. I'm going to be reading slightly differently to my last couple of videos, because I've noticed that I'm kind of getting stuck up in my head and worrying about the card meanings when it comes to the oracles and things like that. And today I just want to see what comes through intuitively and kind of take it from there while I'm working out my flow and how to best do this and communicate messages for you. So without further ado, we will get into your pile selection. And for pile 1, we have this piece of raw green calcite. And then for pile 2, we have this piece of raw rose quartz. And for pile 3, we have this lovely little raw piece of, I believe it's orange calcite. I know it's calcite of some sort. I believe it's orange. So, I will see you in your pile. Hi there, pile 1. So this is your pile if you chose the green calcite. Green calcite is linked with the heart chakra, and calcite in general has a very gentle and healing energy to it. So on first impressions, before we look at your cards, I would say that you are either healing something in your heart chakra, or it could be that you're very tapped into your heart chakra and everything that you do is very heart-based. You're a very giving, loving sort of person, very kind and gentle. So that's what I'm getting from the crystal that you've chosen. I'm just going to pop that up there. Now this is your self-care card that we are going to be looking at the end of the reading. So I'm just going to pop that over there, and then we will take a look at your oracle cards. So for your oracles, we have healing, which could link with what I was saying previously. There could be a need for you to heal your heart chakra. You may have gone through a recent heartbreak of some sort, and you're finding yourself looking for answers. If this was a breakup of some sort that you're healing from, then it could be that you've been looking for some kind of closure to this, because it's quite possibly made you feel slightly out of whack, like you're not feeling as secure as you once did in yourself and in the world as a whole. But I'm being told that you could be getting messages because of the music card here with harmony. Although you are seeking harmony, which I would say links with your heart because of the green that we've got here that matches with the green calcite. You could be getting messages from spirit through music, and also from your archangels and your guardian angel, because we've also got Angel Michael here, who is very much a protector and someone that you would call in if you're doing cord cutting ceremonies and things like that. But I'm also being told that the answers that you seek, they're all within you. As you begin to heal your heart chakra, because it feels very much like this is linked with your heart chakra and quite possibly your root chakra because of the first chakra that we've got here. So it's all connecting with love and security and stability. It can also link with the physical and material abundance and things like that because of the first chakra, because that's very much what the first chakra embodies. It's our physical connection with the world, and is the chakra that most strongly links with our body, our physical body, and well-being. And when our root chakra is out of balance, whether it be that it's blocked in some way, it can hinder us in taking those steps forwards that we may need to do to continue our journey, and it can lead to us feeling stuck, that life isn't progressing in any way, shape or form. We're just kind of stuck in this fear mentality, and almost like there's a potential for a victim mentality there as well, because of that security not being there. So those would be the things that you're either focusing on right now or need to focus on to come back into balance and to heal, because as you do so, those answers are going to come to you. There's a thing about the answers that you're searching for, that closure that you're looking for about this situation, regardless of the semantics of it, whatever the situation is, the answers that you seek, if you can drop down into your body and more connecting and embodying your root chakra and your gut instinct, that's where the answers are going to be for you. And even with this healing card, I don't know if you can see this, I'll hold it up for you. Hopefully it's focusing. But you see the way that she's got her eyes closed, and she's holding this candle. I believe it's a candle. You may find that it almost feels like it's talking about that internal spark that you can connect with, and that raw passion and gut instinct that's there. You may also find meditation helpful at the moment to help you reground yourself and to feel more at ease as well. Because in the imagery, to me, that's what she's doing. If you are into working with the elements, then quite potentially fire would be appropriate for you, whether you are into candle magic or some kind of ritual that would include candles. There's quite potentially something there for you, because also if you're inclined to meditate on a candle flame, then that can give you an insight as well when you connect with the spirit of the candle. I don't know if you can see that, but the candle in the corner there, the flame has started dancing as I'm saying that, because the flame of the candle, it holds a spirit inside it as well, and obviously only some of you are going to resonate with this, but there could be guidance within the fire elemental spirits as well for you, but other than that, there may be healing for you in music as well. I know I said about the messages coming through from spirit, and you may be getting signs and messages through music, but there could also be something quite healing for you in putting music on that you enjoy dancing to, and reconnecting to your body through music, through dancing, and just allowing yourself to move how you feel called to the beat of the music, and because that would also help reconnect you with your first chakra as well, because of it being situated right at the bottom of the spine. It's basically in the middle of our body, but right at the base where the bottom of your spine is, and in the middle of your hips. So by moving your lower body to the beat of the music, whether it be something that has drums in if you're into something that's more primal, or just putting on whatever it is that you're into, whether it be dance music or, I don't know, rock music, whatever you're into, but moving your lower body to the beat of the music could also be very beneficial for you. So that's something that may be of use. So we're going to get into your tarot and see if there's anything else that you should be aware of, and before I do that, because it will give you a better idea. No, it doesn't want to go like that. Okay, we'll go back to this way and just kind of see what else wants to come through. See what would support you right now. Oops. Yeah. And if you skip the intro, I just wanted to say thank you for being here and for being part of my little tarot journey, because I really do appreciate you for watching and being here, and I really hope that these resonate for you. I'm still kind of working out. I have a rough idea of what my niche is and what I want to read about, but it's that process of, I guess, finding my voice, like the same with any tarot reader that you would watch on YouTube, because we all have a unique style and voice to what we bring to the table. And when you're first starting out, you work that out as you go, which is sort of what I'm doing with this channel at the moment. So just going to do one more shuffle, and then, oh nope, yay, and then we'll see what messages there are for you. So Spirit, what comforting messages do you have for my pile ones, please? Comforting messages for my pile ones. Is there anything going to come through this way? I've noticed the cards don't always drop out for me. I need to do it this way? No? Okay. Let's try this way. Spirit's saying that I should do it this way for you. So, Spirit, comforting messages, please, for my pile ones. Comforting messages, please, for my pile ones. Get more comforting messages for my pile ones, please. Get another one, please. Thank you. And we'll see what's on the back of the deck. High Priestess. Love that. So, Two of Cups, Hermit, Wheel of Fortune. What we got here? 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, that makes sense. And 7 of Pentacles. Okay. So, yeah, this very much feels like it's about about a love situation. Because of the 2 of Cups that we've got here, although it's upright, so this may be, okay, so for some of you, this could quite possibly be a breakup that you're healing from and going through. But for others of you, it could be a situation that you're still in, a relationship that you're still in, and there's a need to find more balance, possibly. You might have had a recent fallout and it's made things feel off kilter within the relationship. So I'm going to read these 2 different ways. I'm going to read them for those of you who are going through a breakup or just recently been through a breakup, and then I will read it for those of you who are either in the relationship or this is more platonic, and we will take it from there. So for those of you who have recently gone through a breakup, there is a need to find an emotional balance within yourself, and the best way that you're going to achieve this is by taking time out to go within and do the self-reflection and the healing that needs to take place, so that you can move forward from this without kind of, I was going to say taking the baggage with you, but it's not so much about baggage. It's about when we move from one relationship to the next, if you don't stop and do the healing in between, there is the potential to project past wounds onto that new relationship, and almost you can end up reenacting the same patterns and the same lessons if they're not integrated and healed first before you do that, before you move on into a new relationship. So for me, with the Hermit being here, it's all about taking that time to go within and having that rest, whether it be having a break from social media and not going out partying and things like that, because they can be like a coping mechanism as well, where you're trying to distract yourself. But if you take the time to fully feel the emotions and allow yourself to purge them, then you process everything quicker and it makes things easier to move forwards. Because then we've got the Wheel of Fortune here, which talks about everything having its season. So even though things might not seem great right now, things are changing for the better, and things will be moving forwards, and as they do go forwards, it's going to be as a much happier and more content way, because as you see, there's lots of different things around here, but I've noticed I keep being drawn to the books, because we've got 4 books on this one card. Don't know how well you can see that, which to me talks of, it can talk of losing yourself in a really good book and just taking that you time to relax and just kind of lose yourself in another world. But there could also be a need to almost study what this relationship triggered within you, and what wounds from the past that was bringing up. So if you found that you were kind of like reacting rather than responding in the heat of the moment, and I mean, we all do it, there's no judgment there, but if you found yourself possibly easy to temper, or if you found that you were saying things that you didn't mean, and because it was kind of a gut reaction rather than like from any wounding, past wounding and things like that it triggered within you, you're being asked to possibly, it does feel like you're being asked to, not possibly, but you're being asked to take the time while you're in this hermit mode to really look at that and possibly journal it out as well. Right now with this 10 of Pentacles, it may be that you used to live with this person and you're having to sort out other housing arrangements and things like that. But there's divine timing at play here, and so it's very much sort of taking those little steps and planting the seeds for the future. And divine timing isn't so much about a particular time frame, it's more about when things come into vibrational alignment. And with the High Priestess on the back of the deck here, although even she looks like she's resting, and she's got a scroll in front of her with and although this is probably like a veil, it could also, it's making me think of like curling up with a soft blanket and taking that time for self-care and you time. And once you've gone through this healing of mending your heart chakra and feeling more abundant and secure financially, with the Two of Wands also here, there's going to be an expansion. So this is only going to be for so long. Things are changing and you're healing, but there is better coming in the future. And for those of you who are in this relationship, who are still with your partner, you may be having financial difficulties, and it's meaning that you need to spend more time in, and you may be both feeling rather restricted and like you're both sort of starting to climb the walls possibly. But things are going to be changing, because the Ten of Pentacles, when it's upright, is all about having that abundance and financial fulfillment and having everything, all your physical material needs met. And with this Wheel of Fortune, although the Ten of Pentacles may seem upside down right now and like things aren't going to plan and how you want them to, and you're feeling kind of, as I say, trapped at this time, things are going to work out. It's just going to take a little bit of time and patience for things to play out. So it's kind of a hang in there kind of energy. Just keep riding it out and taking care of yourself, because self-care doesn't have to cost a lot of money and things like that, but making sure that you have your own space if you need to. If it's that you're getting under each other's feet and you're driving each other crazy because you're always under each other's feet, then take that time, carve it out so that you can both have time in different rooms, so that you can do your own thing even though you're in the same house, because it will make things a lot more harmonious for you as well. So, and if this is a friend connection, then although you may be having a bit more space from each other right now, there's so much love there, and things are going to improve. There's nothing overly wrong between the connection, and this could also apply for separation as well, if you're currently in separation. But there isn't anything, there isn't anything majorly out of whack with the connection. It's just a matter of continuing your healing and continuing focusing on yourself. But with this Two of Cups, there's a lot of harmony and love within the connection as well. And this lion's head up here in between the two wings is making me think of the Strength card. So there is a really strong bond and connection between you, regardless of the semantics of the situation. It's just that you may need a little bit of time out to heal as separate people before you come back together and reconnect. And there may also, if it's a long distance thing and one or both of you may be having money problems at the moment, which is what's keeping you apart, but it's all going to work out. It's just a matter of taking that time to sort of wait and following your intuition, because deep down I think you know how strong this connection is. So by doing these practices up here, and this could go for any of you, regardless of what the semantics are of the situation and which interpretation resonates with you. If you focus on your healing and working with your heart chakra and root chakra, obviously the heart chakra is in the centre of your chest, but if you focus on that and refocus on yourself rather than where the connection's heading and things like that, it will speed up the divine timing of the connection and when you reconnect. So if you find yourself focusing on this connection too heavily, you're being asked to draw your attention back to yourself and your own healing and your own self-worth, and reconnecting with your love for yourself as well. If you're the sort of person who spends a lot of time giving to others and almost, I don't want to say people pleaser, but someone who cares about everyone else, quite often to their detriment possibly, and have a tendency to give to others before you give to yourself. You're being asked to bring that energy back to you and treat yourself how you would treat the people around you who you love and care for. So we're going to round out with what your self-care, most helpful self-care ritual would be right now. And it's to meditate, which is what I mentioned in the very first card that we pulled. So what I'm going to do for you, because I don't know these cards all that well, I'm going to read from the guidebook for you to see exactly what it says. So, number 35. Meditate. Your mantra is, I am at peace. Find a comfortable seat in a quiet place and close your eyes. As you sit in stillness, listen as you inhale and exhale, and allow your mind to settle so you can take a journey inward and upward. Meditation can be that simple. Although there are many approaches, the main goal is to empty the mind and become an observer of your thoughts, allowing them to enter and leave without attachment, labelling or judgment. Starting with just 5 minutes in the morning or the evening can lay the foundation for a daily meditation practice and create significant shifts in perspective. As you begin to see the benefits, you can go more in depth with your practice, incorporating guided meditations, breath work, or classes in different modes of meditation to see which resonates with you the most. There's also a journal prompt, which I think is really handy considering that we spoke about journaling earlier as well. And that is, what blocks, real or imagined, prevent you from meditating? What practical steps can you take towards removing these blocks? And what I'm going to do, I can't see the screen right now, that's it, I'll change where I am. So if you want to pause this, screenshot it, then you can do so, and then you can reference back to it if you want to. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me for this reading and letting me read for you, and I hope that you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this, and I am sending you so much love and healing right now. And please feel free, if you feel called to do so, to like, comment or subscribe, and you will be notified of when my next video goes up. And I hope that you will come back and see me again soon. Bye. Hi there, party. And this is your pile if you chose the rose quartz. And rose quartz is very healing. It's a very gentle energy, and it's connected with your heart chakra. And it's great for healing from all sorts of trauma, and it also helps with the mother and baby bond when they're first born, and can help with postpartum depression, I think. Postpartum depression. So I'm going to pop that up there, but that's just a little extra. And I didn't realise when I did these, but you have ended up with 2 self-care oracle cards. So I'm going to pop these to one side because this is what we're going to finish out the reading with. So I'm just going to pop those over there, and then we're going to take a look at your oracle cards and see what we have for you. So, judging from these, I would say that you're very psychically gifted, and we've also got the 4th chakra here, and I think I failed to mention this in pile 1, but baby pink, like the rose quartz, is the divine feminine aspect of the heart chakra, whereas the green, as would have gone with pile 1, and the green that's shown here in the card, is all about the divine masculine element of the heart chakra. Sorry, having a moment there. And Archangel Raphael is all to do with healing, all sorts of healing, and will come through whether it be physical healing, emotional healing, mental, whatever it is. It's very much about that. But this feels like you're healing your connection with the divine, with spirit, or whether you have just started working with angels or your spirit guides, or you're deepening that connection with them. Because I keep being drawn back to the third eye in this one. Up here, as you can see, it's really standing out to me. So there's very much a connection there that's building, and because we have breach and strength, so it's something that's bursting out of you because of the healing that you've been doing and your connection with your heart chakra. And it may feel like you've still got a mountain in front of you to climb to get to where you want to be. But each step is getting you closer, and it feels like there's going to be a point in your healing where it just sort of bursts forth, and where something unclogs and a blockage is removed, and it's almost like it's just bursting out. I'm getting an image of, if you were to have some kind of fizzy drink in a bottle and it gets shaken by accident, or you're messing around with your friends or whatever, and then you undo it and it just kind of just comes out everywhere, regardless of, like, if you forget yourself and undo it too quickly, and it just kind of erupts, and if there's even the slightest gap, it will come out of it. That's how it kind of feels with your psychic and intuitive gifts that are coming through. And you might find that a little intense, but you have the strength to weather it. And if it was something that wasn't meant for you and you couldn't handle, then it wouldn't come through. So you're being asked to trust in the process, trust in the healing work that you're doing, and your connection with your heart. And if you don't work with angels as yet, then you're being asked to call in Archangel Raphael, because he'll help you with the healing and connecting more deeply with your abilities. So we're going to take a little look at your tarot and see what comforting messages there are for you. Also, if you skip the intro, firstly, I'd just like to say thank you for being here and for allowing me to read for you. But also, I'm trying things out a little bit differently in this video than what I have done in the past, by focusing more on the intuitive hits and nudges that I get from the images, rather than focusing so much on the traditional meaning of the oracle cards and things like that. while I'm just kind of working things out and finding my voice, because all tarot readers are different and all as unique as each person, so things come differently for different people, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. So I'm just working out what my voice is on this journey, and I really appreciate you being here for it, and being part of my little corner of the internet. And I hope that this resonates for you. So I'm just going to shuffle one more time, and then we will see what messages there are for you. So, Spirit, what comforting messages do you have for my pile twos, please? What comforting messages do you have for my pile twos? No. Spirit keeps telling me to do it this way, so we're going to do it this way. So, Spirit, what comforting messages do you have for my pile twos, please? Comforting messages for my pile twos. Comforting messages. What comforting messages do you have for my pile twos? Comforting messages for my pile twos, please. Messages. Can't remember how many cards I got out for the other pile, but we're going to see what's on the back of the deck. So, King of Swords. Who wants to pop out under there? Two of Pentacles. Both in reverse. Nine of Cups. So, pile twos, have you been beating yourself up about something? It feels like you're placing expectations on yourself and putting pressure on yourself. But regardless, there is a need to find balance and to allow yourself to do any healing work that you need to. Temperance is all about, to me, it's all about healing but it's and about balance. And you see how one cup is being poured into another here. There's no need to have everything just right. Like, you don't have to wait to take perfect action, because if you're trying to get everything right straight off the bat, you're never going to start. You need to take that imperfect action and allow yourself to just follow what it is that makes you happy. There's a potential here with this Nine of Cups, and it feels like you're almost denying yourself, and it's like you're being offered this cup, but because you're not seeing it and you're focusing on what is right now rather than what the universe is handing you, you're kind of, it almost feels like you're knocking the cup over, like, because you haven't seen it. But if you stop and allow yourself to kind of drop in and heal. There's a real... My concentration feels really scattered, and I think it's just with your pile. So if you're finding that you feel mentally scattered and all over the place, it could be because of the activations that are going on within you or what you're striving towards. But there's a need to find balance within yourself for your emotional fulfillment, because so many of these cards have cups in. So this is all about your emotional fulfillment, because we've got 2 cups here. Even though this card isn't actually from the suit of cups, you've got 2 cups in that card as well. And then you've got the 9 of cups and the 4 of cups. And most of these cups are upside down. So you may have been feeling very emotionally drained recently, and like things aren't quite going how you'd like them to. But if you can release that, Spirit's really there to help you find that balance and that union with yourself. Because although the 2 of Cups can talk about unions in relationships and things like that, this feels more like it's your union with yourself and working with Spirit and your guides and having that connection, which will give you your emotional fulfillment that you're searching for. And then even here, you've got the 2 of Pentacles in reverse as well. And 2 of Pentacles is all about balance. So it definitely feels like you're feeling out of balance right now. Butterflies might be significant for you at the moment as well, as signs from Spirit, which will be nudging you in the right direction. Also, are you finding that you're outright exhausted right now? Because I've noticed my energy has really dropped sitting with this. So it might be that you just feel completely wiped out. Maybe you're going through a spiritual awakening at the moment, and when you're going through the dark night of the soul and purging those energies and connecting more deeply with your higher self and coming more into alignment, it can be very draining, very exhausting, and you may feel a real lack of motivation towards what you once loved and what really brought you joy. So it's really important that you allow this to pass through you and to purge, so that you can move forwards and continue your journey. Because this has happened as part of your... It feels like it's divinely orchestrated, and you have the strength to get through this, even though you may not be feeling like it right now. Just allow the healing to take place and allow it to purge from you, and make sure that you are taking the time to rest and just be. You don't need to be doing, and if the things that you once loved doing no longer bring you that joy, it's okay to find new things and to eventually refocus on on new things that bring you that same joy and spark of interest, because we're all evolving as we go through life, and on our journeys we're forever changing and transmuting and being reborn and going through these rebirths. And you can go through this multiple times in a lifetime. Like you don't have to, just because you started out as one person doesn't mean that you have to be that person for the rest of your life. You can change at any point. And it's okay to do that, and it's okay to need rest, and it's just okay to do you. Like, you don't need to worry about, I know it can be hard, but you don't need to worry about what anyone else thinks or any kind of judgment. Like, it's okay to just say, yeah, I'm having a time out from the world for a while, and just hit the pause button, which feels like is what you need at the moment. So I'm going to not pull your cards, but have a look at these. So this might explain why you got 2 self-care cards, and I believe the other piles only got 1 of these. Yeah, they only got 1 of these each. So we're going to take a look at these. Look for fairies. I love that, it's so sweet. And alone time, yeah. So there could be a need to look for the magic in life again, and take that time on your own. But because there are mantras and things that go with these self-care cards, I'm actually going to read from the book for you and see what the messages are. So we're going to look at this one first. Look at fairies, number 30. So your mantra is, what I believe I see appear before me. Keep your eyes and ears open for evidence of fairies and other ethereal beings. Remember, they are genuinely around you, brimming with creative ideas and guidance to help you on your journey. You just have to tune into their presence, but first you have to believe that they exist. Whatever we focus on and put our energy towards will shape our life experience. The magic surrounding us can typically be seen only by those who are in a state of joy, looking at the world through the eyes of a child and open to infinite possibilities. Soften your gaze when you are outside in nature and keep aware of what you spy in your peripheral vision. You may just see fairies playing in the sunshine and by flowing water. If you whisper to them from within, they'll often whisper back with a cheeky little remark. Be kind and respectful to them. They won't toy with you too much. And your journal prompt, which you can use as part of your healing. How do you think you can connect more with your childlike sense of wonder and keep open to life's infinite potential? So I'm going to hold that up for you. So if you feel like doing so, you can pause the video, take a screenshot, and then use it for reference. And then we're going to take a look at your other card, which was alone time. So number 2, alone time. The mantra is, I make time to focus on myself. And it says, joyously explore your alone time. Think about what you would like to do in solitude, then plan so that your time is freed up and your commitments are put on pause. Find peace and stillness by completely tuning into your own needs. You can keep it simple and plan something like a quiet night at home to journal and be introspective. Go for a walk, work on a creative project, meditate, or try any solo activity that feels restorative to you. Be sure to communicate to your loved ones how important this is to you. Make them aware of how it allows you to show up more fully in daily life. That way they can support you by respecting the time you need to be alone without interruption. And the journal prompt for this one is, how does having alone time make you feel? What emotions and memories come up for you when you are alone. So once again, I will hold that up for you so you can take a screenshot if you want to and pause it. And once again, thank you so much for being here. I hope that this resonates and helps. And I am sending you so much love. I hope that you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this. Please feel free to like, comment and subscribe if you feel like doing so, as you'll be notified of when my next video goes up. And I hope that you come back and see me again soon. Bye. Hi there, pile 3. So this is your pile if you chose the orange calcite. And orange calcite is a very gentle energy and is linked with your solar plexus, which is all about your creativity and birthing ideas into the world, and yeah, any creative projects that you're on. And it can also be to do with fertility as well, because that's all linked with the same chakra. So I'm just gonna pop that up there. Now these are your oracle cards. This is your self-care card that we're going to look at right at the end, which will give you your self-care practice that would be most beneficial to you at this time. And we're going to take a look at these. I've got quite a few, so I hope that they fit on the table here. And we'll see what comes through for you. And I don't know where I'm going to put them, so excuse me while I shuffle everything around and try and fit these in. Celebration, I love it. And movement. Where am I going to put you? Let's pop you there for a minute. So this may or may not be relating to your career, and which feels very stable, very balanced. I keep being drawn to pick this one up, to this light that's almost encasing and bubbling the tree, which makes me think of kind of a new dawn. So it may be that you're starting a new career, or there's a career move that you want to pursue. It could be relating to animals, or you're very connected to animals. But there's definitely movement here. And see, once again, even with this card over here, I didn't notice this to start with, but there's also these rays coming down, which makes me think of dawn. So it's like a fresh start. And river's very water, the element of water itself, and rivers, they're very cleansing and rejuvenating. And there's a new balance. It might not be new, but there's definitely a balance between your masculine and feminine that's coming through very strongly. And you're most likely very connected with spirit and the higher realms, with the sixth chakra and Archangel Metatron here. So yeah, you're very connected with the divine realms, and your higher chakra is probably very open. But this new beginning that's either coming in or that you're hoping for, if you were looking for kind of a confirmation as to whether this was the right path to take, then it's a resounding yes. Especially with the celebration card here, it's going to bring you the new opportunities and prospects and everything that you were hoping it would. So there's this real sense of celebration and wanting to dance, and there's just so much movement here, and almost like a free flowing energy, which is making me think of feng shui. So if you've been looking into that, or you've just started a practice, or you practice feng shui, if you don't and you're looking for physical action steps that you can take that would support your journey and your new beginning that you're looking to bring in, then that would be very beneficial, because it will free up the energy in your home and get rid of any stagnant energy and allow that movement to take place, because we have to let go of the old before the new can come in, because we have to make space for it. And even though I've said about you being very intuitive, it feels like it's also backed up with the moon in the animals card, and the purity of the dove as well I'm being drawn to. So there's a definite new beginning here for you, that you're being fully supported and divinely guided by spirit to take those steps and to move forwards towards it. Very positive place that you're in. And I love how it connects with the crystal that you chose as well, because of that all being about creativity, and there's quite a lot of oranges as well, and in different hues of oranges and reds, because we've got the orange in the yin yang symbol, we've got the orangey red up here, there's another orangey red in this card over here, and then we've got the yellowness in this one. Yeah, there's just so much energy and creativity here. It's beautiful. So let's see what messages there are. It doesn't feel like you need a lot of comfort, just maybe a little bit of reassurance that you are on the right path and heading in the right direction. And you definitely are. Everything's on track and going the right way. So while I'm shuffling these for you, if you skip the intro, I just want to say thank you for being here. I really appreciate you joining me on my journey with tarot, and hope that you will stick around for a bit. I'm trying a new format today, because I've been getting kind of hung up on the traditional meanings of the oracle cards that I've been using, and kind of getting stuck up in my head about it. So we're just doing it all intuitively today, while I'm finding my voice, because we're all unique regardless of what we do, and tarot readers are absolutely, oops, a daisy, absolutely no different. That didn't want to work, did it? A sick one. So just while I'm sort of like finding my voice and working out the best way for me personally to channel your messages and to be able to communicate those to you, I'm just sort of trying a few different things out. As my channel's so new, I can kind of afford to do that at the moment. So I just want to kind of let you know that that's what's happening. So if things seem a little different, because things felt quite stilted and stiff in the last couple of readings that I've done on YouTube, and I just kind of wanted to try and find a way to get around that, and just for things to be a bit more comfortable for myself and for you as well, because if I'm not comfortable, then I'm not going to get all of the messages that I could for you, and I'd feel like I was doing you a disservice by doing that. So I'm just going to do one more shuffle, and then we shall get your messages. So I don't know why I'm bothering to do this. Spirit keeps telling me to pick the cards a different way. What way am I doing it, Spirit? Do you want me to shuffle? I'll shuffle for a bit longer. Oh, okay, there we go. So, what messages do my pile threes need to know, please? What comforting messages do my pile threes need to know? And that one wants to come out. What comforting messages do my pile threes need to know, please, Spirit? What comforting messages do my pile threes need to know? Or is that it? Okay, I've got to do it that way now. Okay. I'm just here to be a funnel. So, comforting messages for my pile threes, please, Spirit. Comforting messages for my pile threes. Comforting messages for my pile threes. Can I get one more, please, Spirit? Comforting messages for my pile threes. Comforting messages for my pile. Which one? That one? Okay. So, and what's on the back of the deck? The star in reverse. Interesting. Okay, Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot. If I can get hold of this one. Six of Pentacles. Okay, don't let your fears get in the way. Pile three. Maybe this is why. This is why you needed to hear this. So you've been working really hard to achieve your goals, and it's paying off. You're being offered this pentacle here, and like Spirit's going, it's here. You've worked so hard. Here's your reward. And excuse me. But there's a potential for your fears to kind of get in the way and delay things from coming through. But when they do, it's almost like you're expecting the worst. Sorry, my throat's suddenly gone really dry. It's like you're expecting the worst, and you could be blocking or hindering it from coming through. And you're being asked to trust. Trust that what you're creating and bringing in, as soon as you let go of those fears, it's coming to you. It's all lined up and ready to come in. But because you're focusing on what could go wrong, or you're worrying about what could go wrong and almost like what the consequences could be, you're currently putting a block on it. Because of this card being in reverse, like halfway through, it's like you've put in all the work, put in all the effort, and the universe is going, here, there you go, here's your reward for all your hard work. And then you're going, oh, I don't know. I don't know, should I take this? Should I take the final leap and actually do it? Or not? Will it work? You know, those are the sorts of things that feel like they're coming up for you. But with the Chariot upright and the Six of Pentacles is very much about sharing your reciprocity and your creations, and it's a very giving energy. And the Chariot is all about taking aligned action, because for the Chariot to be able to charge forward, and yes, it's about willpower and movement and energy, but if the wheels of the Chariot aren't in alignment and one's wonky, then it's not going to go well. It's not going to go forward with the power and conviction that it could. So you're being asked to let go of any of those fears that are stopping you from taking that leap of faith and taking the opportunity that's in front of you and that you're being presented with, because you're going to be rewarded for having that courage and taking that step. and it's all lined up, ready and waiting for you in your escrow. It's just that there's something in the physical that's stopping it from coming in, and it feels very much like it's any limiting self-beliefs that you've got that you're still working through. It will still be there. It might not. If you need to take the time to do any healing work to release these limiting self-beliefs and fears that are blocking it from coming in fully, then do so. The opportunity may not look exactly the same as what it would do if you were to take that leap now, but it's still going to be just as fulfilling and just as rewarding as what the current opportunity is. So do what feels right to you. If you really do, obviously always practice discernment with tarot readings anyway, but if that's what feels right, if you really, really don't feel ready, then just take a little bit longer. It's okay. Spirit's got you either way. Like, you are going to be supported regardless of what your choice is, because although things can be divinely orchestrated and lined up for us, we still have free will. So if at any point we change our minds or we don't feel ready and we really don't want to do it, then we don't have to, you know. But if you're feeling mostly ready and it's just like those last little niggly things and stuff, and you're kind of you want to take that action, but you feel like you maybe don't have enough experience or something along those lines, then Spirit's saying, like, just do it. Just take that leap of faith, and because they're going to catch you. All your guides and everyone is there to support you and to make things go as smoothly as possible for you. So yeah, it's quite a straightforward sort of situation, very positive. And if it was just confirmation that you were looking for, that this is the right path for you, then the answer is yes. It's all laid out there in front for you. It's just a matter of you taking that leap and taking that step to commit to it, or accepting that offer that's being brought forward for you. So I'm going to dig out what I have now buried, which is your self-care card, to see what self-care would be most beneficial for you right now. And excuse me, you have massage. So if you've been thinking about going to get a massage, go do it. It's what you need right now. But I'm going to read from the Oracle deck for these because I can't remember all of the meanings for them. As much as I love these, my little brain can only hold so much. And there's also a mantra as well that you may find beneficial. So, massage. Your mantra is, I'm fully relaxed and feel peaceful in my body. And the meaning is, bodies love to be touched. Massages are a vital part of self-care because most people live with some amount of discomfort. Sometimes specific places in our bodies scream out for attention through pain, while others make more subtle requests through stiffness and limited mobility. Before you start a massage, scan your body from head to toe. Feel into the areas where you're holding tension. Set the intention of releasing your physical and emotional discomfort during the massage. If it's within your budget, book a massage with a professional as a royal treat for yourself. Alternatively, create a relaxing space at home with subtle lighting, aromatherapy and candles. And by setting an intention, massage your hands and feet, exploring reflexology techniques or your own intuitive movements. You can also ask a loved one if they'd like to exchange massages with you. Remain mindful throughout the process and see what comes up for you on a physical, emotional and spiritual level as you give and receive the gift of touch. And there's also a journal prompt if you wish to use it. What part of your body needs a massage right now? And I'm going to hold that up so that you can pause the video and take a screenshot if you want to, and refer back to it at any time if you feel called to do so. So that's all I have for you today, pile 3. Thank you so much for being here, and I am sending you so much love, and I hope that you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching. Please take good care of yourself and make sure that you stay hydrated, and if you feel like doing so, please feel free to comment, like and subscribe, and I hope that you will come back and see me again soon. Bye.